Okay, so right now what we're at, so this car, it kept curving, so we tried to fix it and re-glue the bottom. When we ripped it off, it also took the paper off with it. So when we tried to re-glue it, everything just kind of went crazy, and then it kept dramatically curving, made our situation
It would hit
worse.
the doorway, and it wouldn't even really be able to go out into the hallway, even though like it got worse from the very slight curve it had before that was causing it to stop right in front of the wall. So we're going to take this as an opportunity to rebuild our car completely and make just some other small improvements. Like we're going to change the size. We're probably going to cut it from like where these back wheels are, at least this whole back part after the back wheels will not be there anymore, and maybe make it a little bit more like, I guess, like this, make the height kind of smaller, just so that it can cut through the air better. It will have much less air resistance and a smaller size, but we'll use the same amount of paper, so it will have a smaller size, less air resistance, and more weight, which should make it go farther. And we'll try and glue the wheels on as straight as we can, possibly using paper to secure them in place instead of the glue while we're trying it, to make sure we have them in the right spots.
And so far we have this, so we'll get to it. That's our plan.
That's it.
Alright, so what point we're at right now is we finished the design of the car. It's definitely shorter, more sleek than our last car. The axles are spaced out better, they're definitely more straight. We have a lot of support, a lot of just like keeping the car in place, keeping it straight and keeping it, all right down all the time.
So for our new design, we made the car smaller, but with the same amount of paper, so that it will have a larger weight but a smaller like surface area and volume, so that it will hit less air on the way down and be able to go farther and faster. And so our fastest time was 2.3 seconds, and our farthest distance was 19 feet and 2 inches. So right now it's doing really good, and it does have a very, very slight curve, but I don't really think that there's much we can do about that, and it's not affecting the car, it's not making it hit anything, and so I don't really know if we should do anything about that, especially because we're gonna be doing the race in like a day or two. So
we also had the problem with the back wheels, so they kept on hitting the car itself. And what we did to do that, we just kind of readjusted the axle, readjusted the paper, and now everything's all right. And further adjustments we can make is like Hailey was talking about with that slight curve. We could like maybe shift the tip, or the axles. Yep. Yeah.
So that's it.
All right.
So right now, the point we're at is we redesigned our car and we tried to add a lot of paper and stuff to give it a lot of weight, but what we think happened was we added too much weight because it was going really fast, and up until then it was good, but it kind of got out of control and just skidded around when it got off the track. And we think that's because there was too much weight on one side of the car, or on like just the front or just the back, or even on like just one wheel that was causing it to skid, especially because one wheel seemed to be more weighed down than the other.
It was even started to like flip over and come back towards us, so it was just kind of all messed up. And then right now we're looking to redesign yet again. Right now we're gonna go for kind of what our first redesign was doing, and
like
we're gonna
how we redesigned it before, but try and make the weight really even and not add too much excess weight to where it would get out of control. Because before it was good, but then we added too much weight.
So we're just going to be very careful, think out our decisions, and just make a sleek car.
Yeah, that's it. So right now we have redesigned our car one more time and it looks like this. So what we did different from last time was we made the car sleeker, so it has a smaller width and a little bit of a smaller height, or well, no, the height's more the same, but we were very careful when we added the weight, so we tried not to add too much glue or paper, but we added enough where it would give it a larger weight with a smaller size. So it's been going down the track pretty smoothly, and it goes down straight, pretty decently fast, and it goes decently far. It could go farther, but we just don't have time to redesign and improve anymore because we're racing the next class period.
And then, so we've especially done the axles and the bottom car differently, and that's really shown in our times and distance. So right now, like on the first day of redesign, we've gotten already 2.5, 2.6 down the track, and then about 15 to 17 feet each time, which is pretty good for a first day of design, but we're gonna race in a couple days.
Well, next class.
Yeah.
So we don't really have time to improve anymore, but our final product came out pretty good, and it doesn't really have any major issues right now, so we're satisfied with it.
Yeah.
And that's it.